Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about oil spill disasters. And in this session, we'll first discuss an introduction about oil spill disasters. Then we'll discuss what are the major impacts of these oil spill disasters. And there is one national oil spill disaster contingency plan. We'll discuss that in detail. And another convention called Bunker Convention, which is International Convention on Civil Liability for Bunker Oil Pollution Damage 2001. We'll discuss that also. And then we'll discuss what are the problems faced in the oil remedial processes, and also finally we'll discuss what are the technological solutions available for oil spill disasters. So this is how we plan this session. Let's now start. So friends, oil spill disasters often comes in the news. It is a very devastating event which happens in our oceans, and the most common causes of oil spills are first one, the natural causes like tsunami, cyclone, thunderstorm, etc. causes oil spills, and human causes also is there. War, attack, sabotage, human mistakes leading to the collision, or some technical reasons. So these are the major causes of oil spill disasters. Now we discuss what are the impacts of oil spill disasters. It has got huge impacts on our environment. First of all, on marine life, the most affected organisms are those which floats near the surface, like turtles, fishes, crabs, etc. And also sea animals caught in an oil spill on being exposed to toxic petroleum products often results in lower reproductive rates, organ damage, and death. And the effects remain for a long period of time. And also fishes die due to inability to swim or breathe. And if it is a breeding time for turtles, especially for olive ridley turtles and all, due to oil slick sticking to the gut, mother turtles may find difficult to lay eggs. So these all are impacts on the marine life. And if you see on birds also, many birds die due to drowning or inability to eat due to oil sticking to their body. And on humans, direct exposure can have varying effects depending on the toxicity and chemicals involved in the spill. Humans get exposed to toxicity through breathing gaseous oil compounds and or oil compounds absorbed on particulate matter dispersed through the air. And exposure can also can happen due to the activities in the contaminated ground, for example soil, or through skin absorption when touching spilled material. So there is a huge economic cost attached with such disasters, and it is devastating also. Now we'll discuss what is National Oil Spill Disaster Contingency Plan. In India, there is no law covering oil spill as such and its consequential environmental damage. These incidents are not covered as an oil spill but as an accidental discharge as defined in Environment Protection Plan of 1986. Usually FIRs are filed under Environment Protection Act and according to IPC sections relating rash navigation and endangering the life of others. But India has the National Oil Spill Disaster Contingency Plan of 1996 to handle such situation, and the document was issued by the Ministry of Defense in 1996, and it was last updated in March 2006. And the salient features of this plan are: it gives the Indian Coast Guard the mandate to coordinate with the state departments, ministries, port authorities, and environmental agencies to assist in oil spill cleaning operations. And it mandates that all major ports in India should have a basic minimum equipment like inflatable booms and oil skimmers to tackle oil spill. And it highlights the responsibilities for individual ports also. And this National Oil Spill Disaster Contingency Plan was revised in 2015 to meet international standards, and according to it, online oil spill advisory system was set up, and it places India amongst the select few countries that have online oil spill advisory system set up. and it places India amongst the select few countries that have mapping of environmental sensitivities in coastal zones, and also deployment of aerial dispersant spray system facilitating regional oil spill contingency plans, etc. So India has have a strong national oil spill disaster contingency plan. And guys, now there is a convention called bunker convention, which is otherwise international convention on civil liability for bunker oil pollution damage 2001. We'll discuss few points about that. So in 2015, India ratified the International Convention on Civil Liability for bunker oil pollution damage 2001, and the convention ensures adequate, prompt and effective compensation for damage caused by oil spills. And International Forum on Oil Spill Prevention, Preparedness, Response and Restoration Systems was constituted in 2011, namely Oil Spill India. And in 2016 September, there was a convention in Mumbai of Oil Spill India, and the theme was commitment, synergy and excellence. So that is about the bunker convention and Oil Spill India. Now I will discuss what are the problems faced in oil remedial processes. The problems with oil remedial processes are, first of all, the petroleum oils are complex mixtures of chemicals that are toxic, bioaccumulative and persistent in environment, and some like benzene are known as human carcinogens, and they enter the body through inhalation, ingestion and the skin. And an oil spill cleanup is a hazardous waste remediation exercise. Many traditional methods of cleaning oil spills, such as breaking up the oil with a dispersant or skimming it off the surface, are expensive, slow and unsafe, and often they don't really work all that way well anyway. And during the recent disasters, authorities starting pumping oil sludge by city water pump, but all went in vain. Later on, volunteers skimmed off oil using buckets in hand, which can be very dangerous for individuals. So these are the solutions or remedial exercise which is costing much to the human capital. Now I'll discuss what are the available technological solutions for the oil remedial processes. The first technology is oil sapper, which is a cocktail of bacteria that feed on the oil and degrade the hydrocarbons. And newer methods and technologies like nano sheets that could revolutionize oil spill cleanups and water purification need to be deployed. And the technology like nano sheets are recyclable, absorb 33 times their weight in soil, and also 1 gram of nano sheet has equivalent area as nearly of 5.5 tennis courts. So a lot of surface for absorption, and saturated nanosheets can be simply heated in air for 2 hours for cleaning purposes. Thus the absorbed oil burns off, leaving the nanosheets clean and free to absorb again, and it is easy to build and affordable. So newer technologies are coming, and so you guys may please study about these newer technologies, oil sapper and nanosheets, how it's work, what are the benefits. It can be asked in prelims examination, and this topic in the broader canvas, it is mainly applicable for mains preparation because it's a wider topic. And for prelims preparation, you may check about this new technologies and all, how the remediation process are done, how the bacteria are degrading the oil and all. So that's all about this particular topic, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another lesson. Thank you for watching this lesson.